1 second, guys. Hi, welcome. Yep, you are. Awesome. Thank you. Right, everyone, I'm live with Doki Literature Club. So, hi everybody, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club, when I can speak. I don't know why I've got my controller here, right? But you know, put that up there. So we're gonna get back into where we left off, which was writing another poem. Massacre. Disorienting. Shoot, wrong person. Nah, God, nope. This has just gone terribly wrong. There we go. Nope. There we go. Hi Mia! Welcome! Oh, wrong person. I'm trying to get it for... oh, what's her freaking name? Yuri, I think it is? No, this is just going wrong. Yes! Hi Game Boy! Jesus, I only uploaded that picture yesterday! But yes, if you haven't already, oh god, without blanking my mic out, I have changed the logo of the channel, so have a look at it and see what you think. Welcome, and thank you. That was kind of one of the reasons why I had to end the stream early, because I wanted to get it done so I could upload it. The only thing I've got left to do regarding to channel logo is the banner. I'm going to be changing that on Friday. Since I've got a day off, apart from shopping in the morning, I'm going to be pretty much working on it as soon as I come back. So, I've got soup all over me. Yeah, I had soup for tea. Well, dinner we called dinner tea. God damn it. Nope. Wrong person. Again, wrong person. There we go. Yes, but I am sort of falling in love with Yuri. Imagination and hopefully no, wrong person. Ding 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 ding. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Are you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Undertale. As long as it's mostly Yuri. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination. Undertale. But I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't all for you. If it wasn't for all of you, should I say. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Hey? Oh god. We're back with the A. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. It's a catchy tune. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. There's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious foods. Yes, Undertale references. Oh god. But it's a whole day, yeah, I just read that. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Eh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Eh? That's not how you spell my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Huh? Never mind. It'll be fine. Oh, for fuck's sake. 1 second, camera's just decided to die on me. One second, camera's just, yeah, decided to die on me. Right, I think we're good. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Yeah, I can't even get it fixed either. So, because the store that I got it from has closed down now. True, that is very true. Probably where I'm just sat. Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Oh, okay. So if you didn't get the joke, Ika is a type of squid. Oh. I wouldn't know, I don't eat squid. Technically the only type of fish that I eat is salmon, cod, smoked haddock, and just normal haddock, and pollock, and prawns. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Hey? You're spacing out again. She blushed when I came into the room. Ah. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. There we go. Let's turn camera sound off. Salmon God. etc. My favourite types of fish. God, it is a pretty tasty kind of fish, okay? Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I would worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation had already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. It's good when you add halo sauce. I don't know what halo sauce is. Get her out of here, she doesn't have... Oh, okay. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must have been spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Mike, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. It's a source of gods. Well, holy water. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Mike. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. Oh, okay. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Hey, are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying maybe the thing on her mind is you, Mike. Well, okay. Oh, for fuck's sake. Already done it. 1 second. Something's going off in my camera. And this is probably not the best time. But yes, I have finished the first chapter of Deltarune. Well, this is just great. Anytime I want to move stuff and everything's in my way. Don't worry, I'm still here. Camera's just being an ass right now. Trying to get to sync camera. Hi. I'm gonna have to invest in getting a new camera. I don't really want to. Hello. I'm sorry, I've just been really busy at uni lately. Today I've had a full day of setting up drums, recording drums, and then finishing. And as soon as I came home, I had to have my tea, or my dinner. Do I have any more USB ports? But yeah, I've just been really busy with work lately. Right, let's try this again. I've unplugged it and plugged it back in. And I've got a full day off on Friday anyway, so... Jeevel? If you mean the king, then yes. Okay, Crim. Right. Okay, camera's back. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it now. Right, so you dokied in the wrong literature club, okay. My GeForce Game Ready driver is available. Yay. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Hey? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. No. Well, so far not yet. We've still got like another couple of hours to go, so don't worry about it too much. Yeah, I've played through the whole of Act 1 genocide. Well, it's not really genocide, but genocide and pacifist. It's not any different now than it always has been. It's so funny, Mike. Have you thought about maybe... Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? I did not know that. Okay. Because that's just how she is when she's around you? Ah, I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it now. Are you okay, Crim? I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Ah, alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I can't reach my speaker. Where is my speaker? Yes, this is a psychological horror game. There is also another one that I've seen on Steam, which is currently free to play right now. So I'll be playing that soon. Because I've got something planned for Saturday. Minecraft is on Sunday. Please don't. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said not to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from a desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. Okay. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Let's push this back. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice you're appearing at me from over her book. Yep. But she looks away as quickly as with a flustered look on her face. I realise that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. Yuri's this girl. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if you can see my mouse or not, my cursor or not. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in the one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't do anything, but I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell what I was thinking like that? Well, it's something I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologise. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. It's fine. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling uneasy about Sayori's. Feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. Okay. But when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something's happened to her. Oh? That's quite romantic, eh? Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been best friends for a long time, that is all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Too much even. Mike, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. I have no love life. I'm not really that bothered. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Oh god. Vibrations. Put my phone on silent. And there are so many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah. So, you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behaviour today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess, but you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Okay. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. So, I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I don't really know, but my feelings are towards Yuri. Understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. My spirit animal is wolf. My favourite animal is wolf. Oh. I watch Family Guy like every night after the stream. That's pretty much all I do, just watch Family Guy after the stream. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. Ah. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Cool. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Let's go to Sayori first. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can tell already you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Mike. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. No, thank you. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now, if you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Let's talk to Monica next. And Jake is playing for Honor. Cool. Hi, Mike. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyways, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style's got so refined, Mike. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Hi, Ryan. It just popped up because I'm on, well, technically I'm on Steam. Technically I'm on Steam right now. I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple of days than she's talked in the whole year. Cool. Awesome. Not sure how you did it, but that's impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting a lot of effort. You must really like her. Hey, that's, it's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day, reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. I don't have any milk. Makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up, so if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. Okay, what the hell's going off, guys? By the way, milk and water aren't the same thing. Oh, for God's sake. Just because I say water differently. Come on, guys. Hi, London. Really, dude? The books, yeah, I've just read that. They're just a bandage. Apparently, according to the last stream, I'm nearly at the good bit. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Yep, I actually did that myself. I did it last night. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Oh, not this bull crappery again. Oh god. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders the earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer. All meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift, the sky, lost adrift, the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all the others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. I didn't want to add an emoji. Until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. Yeah. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. I know why they're insane. It's because of you, honey. I can tell you've been slapping my beaches. Okay. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Damn. Oh god. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Yeah, I didn't really want to put an emoji on on it. I didn't feel like it needed it. Give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything. It was kind of on my own, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put too much thought into it. In any way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? X marks the spot. Okay. You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. I know. I didn't feel the need to put an emoji on. I really didn't. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening when to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and then things you can work on. I have looked at it, and like I said, I didn't feel the need to I didn't feel the need to put an emoji icon on. And the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. No problem. I didn't see a picture behind Monica. I'm oh, for crying out loud. Don't tell me this is... No, this shouldn't be DVR. Why is it being a noob to me? There we go. What picture? Alright, let's talk to Natsuki. Yeah, no thanks. Hey, you didn't even... Next. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay. Bye, Natsuki. Okay, let's talk to Yuri. Mike, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you show me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. All I see is some sort of table. And I can't zoom in because I don't know how to zoom in. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious, even... I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. Yeah, I can't really see that much. Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well... Yuri smiles sadly. Mike, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. Oh God, I'm on top chat. There we go. You could say I really enjoy reading even. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type, and they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. Yeah. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Mike. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you, and that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. Aw. I know I'm a difficult person, Mike. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've had at least one success, wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Right. Shit! Oh, frick. Well, sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that. I do apologise. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri. Oops, I just clicked off the screen. But instead of taking it from me, she looks away. No, I'm not a Russian spy. Do you dislike it? Ah, no, of course not. I didn't even read it. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. I don't even know what the word yeet means, and no, I do not throw my cat across the room. I don't think she'd be very pleased, and neither would my parents, if I did. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again tried to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can, the poem is, once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice. But like I said, I don't know what the word yeet means or any new meme word means. And no, I don't throw cats across my room or my house. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope I can return the favour sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. And with that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Okay, you three, We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring it out? Hold on a second. Is it just me? Oh god. Internet's being a dick again. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Hey? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Don't even, look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Okay. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. Ah, she actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? Hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times not to go with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. Ah, no. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? I just clicked off my screen again. That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Imagine going up to someone and saying, "I yeet my cat across the room." Yeah, I still don't know what the word yeet means. Can someone please tell me? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, of course. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavours. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. I'm not entirely sure why you posted an emoji of a bikini, but okay. Assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. As for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, I can't even tell now. Even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Ah, that may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have a beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changed as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Okay. Your mind is racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Mike. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Okay. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle all the baking on your own. And Mike may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So, therefore, he may be more suited at assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Mike to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. Baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Mike to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Okay. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Mike, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. The game or the pose that Monica did? Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone look straight at me. Hello, everybody. I'm sorry, I gotta go with my gal, Yuri. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying... Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Mike? Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. Oh, right. So I think your assistance will be very useful. Yes, I was very confused why he put a bikini emoji down. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So is that everyone? Is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word right now. But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Mike? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Mike picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing I do for the event will compare to that, so I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. Sorry, I was undoing my belt a bit tight. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. But even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal about nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. Ah, I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Hey? I turn around. Sorry, I realise I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped out of my mind. That slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Mike. I think we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't usually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Hey? I didn't realise. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof, even though I've got pretty used to handling her at this point. There's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Mike. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Ah, I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognise the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then? Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behaviour is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Mike. Hey? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. If you wouldn't have been thinking, you wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. And I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori? I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Right? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Mike. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Mike? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've really had bad depression all my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. Damn. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me not just to think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Mike. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to wait. Then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted it so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Damn, this has gone rough. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right, that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Mike. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Aww. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pulled her into a tight embrace. Mike. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Mike, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Mike, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want for her is to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Mike. The only time I'm not feeling anything is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like me to spend it? How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. Crap, my phone's dying. 1 second. Ugh. One second, phone's dying, so oh, no, wrong thing. There we go. Yep, phone's dead now. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. I'm just gonna quickly save here. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? Ah. It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I still find myself feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me too. It's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely gonna have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Ah, thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry, I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. Ah, I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Aha! I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. Ah, no. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Ah, that would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in that. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Ah, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if she's making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Ah, yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy, candles. Oh wow, I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course, I want to help out take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty insane person. Ah, intense? Wait, did I say intense? Insane even. Yeah, I said insane instead of intense. I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. I'm kinda happy. Yeah, no need to be anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I bought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have all these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the wooden thing though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favourite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes a cylinder and pushes a switch on the button. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapour begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that for? This is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smells gently, clearly enjoying herself. Again, she reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will these be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. And then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway of curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some people to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's just the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Mike. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Ah, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Ah, well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know. If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know why it is. A combination of craftsman and the feeling of danger, maybe? What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Well, would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me, and I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where'd you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow. Mike, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. My god. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Ah, sure, it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and I lick her index finger in return. Mike, did you really just do that? Hi. Now we're even. Yuri just looked at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. Not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Mike. Yuri giggles shyly. Hey? You're calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where did you keep your bandages? Ah, I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. I see. That's reliving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper even. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them onto a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Oh, nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? Ah, no, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colours for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colours across the banner to serve as a colour guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolour feels like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. Ah, I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know. Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you would understand. 1 second, I really need a drink. My throat's dying. That did not help at all. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return back to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I've hit Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Ah, is something wrong? It's hot, I just didn't expect it. Sorry, I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait, eh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Ah. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognise from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? That is my thoughts exactly what the hell is happening right now. Is it the aroma of jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Ah! Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remained silenced, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I did not mean to load. Just quickly save again. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I've finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the letter in now? Ah, not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here than have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before the event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. Aha. You say that you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least showing yourself a little bit? Ah, no, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping that we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry, I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault, but sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah, so I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all of her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. I hope not. Once Yuri packs up, I walked her out of the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, Mike. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Eh? Ah. Hi, Mike. Sayori. Just now we weren't... It's okay, Mike. I just popped by to say hi. It's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. Well, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Oh, bless her. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Ah, well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Mike? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Mike. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put my hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Mike. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and I started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Mike, I like you so much that I want to die. Aww. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slid my hand down Sayori's arm and squeezed her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Breathlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Now this is a challenging question. don't know what to choose. I'm sorry, Sayori. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here, just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want to go back to the way it was. I realise that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Mike. I'll trust you with anything at all. So, Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. Unfortunately, I cannot do that because people are asleep right now. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in the front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feeling as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to where they were, to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this one to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but I decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend more time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Mike, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. Fair enough. That's what I would do. So, that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this is important, you should try a little harder. I'd say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should really take a little responsibility for it, Mike. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how it basically turned down her confession? That makes me seem really like the bad guy here. But I'm the only one that knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica has been as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets and laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognised Natsuki's and Yuri's poems, the ones from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the others, from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Right, this time I'm not going to click off it. Get out of my head. Okay, it basically... This top half is get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Damn, she really is not okay. Ah, what is this? A poem. Apparently, according to Sayori anyway. Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Mike, what's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I'll quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sarah's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more something like a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside of Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Okay. What? What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, God. Wanna go back. I'm playing Danganronpa tomorrow and all. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. Shit. What the fuck have I just seen? Like, what the heck? I didn't realise it was literally gonna freaking drop it on you. What the heck? I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori that I would be there for her. I told her that I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? Yes, I agree. Well, they're both psychological horrors, so yeah. Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? I'll put how you spell it in the chat. That music is not helping this situation. That's how you spell it. What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession. That has to be what pushed her over the edge. The picture that was in the background is Sayori hanging herself. I did not see that. I must have missed that. Her agonized scream still echoed in my ears. Why did I have to do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her. Oh God. My what has gone on? Walked to the school and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship. Then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. I'm saving here just to be on the safe side. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I only had one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. Wait, is that the end? Well, that was a bit of an anticlimactic ending. What the heck is happening with this picture here? Is there more to this game than what it's actually showing? I cannot read that. I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is something. My neighbour. I'm still gonna call her Sayori, my neighbour and good friend since we were children. Okay, I've already read all this, so if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle across in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Oh Jesus! What the fuck? It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples. Right, I'm. Wait, what? Have I literally just lost all my save files? Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always watched school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Okay. I'm just curious on why I've lost like all my save files. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. I pack up my things and I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There aren't really any that interest me. Besides, most of them will probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with anyway. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Mike? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We barely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me So genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Well, I've just been looking for supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicly and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Okay, game, you're really scaring me a little. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that, but it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps a manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey Mike, by any chance are you still looking for a club to join? Ah, I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favour? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Mike. You know that? Thanks. It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And my voice is dying. And my voice is dead. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Hey, I guessed. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Mike. All the words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So, let me guess, you're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one that I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. I ran into Mike in a classroom and he decided to come and check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know... Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come and sit down, Mike? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner and opens a closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all their effort to start something brand new. Especially when that doesn't grab your attention. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature club. Literature even. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. It makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate even. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. See you later, Ryan. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Ah, I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. If that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So Mike, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter myself quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Hello? Okay. What the heck was that? Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you off for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp onto something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. So real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Oh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club's meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and Give That Back. Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like him. How would you know? Oh, hello. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Ooh, that sounded good. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. And next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for us all to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of Vice President after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Mike? Hold on, there's still one problem. Hey, what's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, hey? So I was looking for something that I thought happened. The girls exchanged glances before Monika turned back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Mike. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I'd feel terrible for letting anyone down in this situation, and besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes lit up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Mike? Yeah. It could be fun, right? It really did scare me for a moment. My voice is literally dying. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Mike, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks again, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Laptop's dying. Monica looks at me once more. Mike, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I be really happy? Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Oh, we have unlocked a special club apparently. Poem. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together. And then she liked him even more. One day the girl realised she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen. A third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. And that's about Sayori. Shit. I feel so bad for her. I really do. Right, I'm gonna do everything for Natsuki now. I don't know what's gonna happen if I do anything bad, but you know. Shit. Nope. Oops. Hi again, Mike. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Right, I'm gonna quickly save here. Oh, okay. What the frick happened to your face, Yuri? Thanks for keeping your promise, Mike. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature is when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, he doesn't deserve any slack. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Yeah, Natsuki suddenly has a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room. Monica. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is true literature. Is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Mike. Well, I'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. Oh no, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try and be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Okay, she just gives me the book regardless, so that's fine. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you want. I thought something weird happened there. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Even she picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. Enthusiastically take the book. I'm not entirely how sure you can do that enthusiastically. Okay. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. Oops. Let's just quickly save again. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? I did not expect to see that. Fucking Monica. With like a bunch of M's. Fucking Monica. Okay. Oh, that's funny. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organised if someone else is just going to mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Ah, sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written out on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga. Oh, God's sake. 1 second, guys. Everything's dying on me today. Oops. Literally, everything is dying. Right, I need the pop-out chart. I don't really need to say anything. There's a long volume of manga amidst the a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hands. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. I get a close... Oh god. Here, I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Mike. Consider this a... Okay. Don't judge a book. Okay. In fact, Natsuki pulls the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colourful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signalling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Eh? Why's that? I guess it's a little easier to be closer together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches over an inch away from me. Sorry, I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow. How long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can't talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew it out of those, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean. You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Can you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Ah, sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. I just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, "Hey, you still haven't grown out of that yet?" Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. Oh my god. I know this is all serious like, but it's just making me laugh a little bit. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. Okay, that's good to know, I guess. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Oh, I just can't win, can I? But it's paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Dots. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. Looks like she's starting to fall asleep. Hey Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey. Okay. I cannot read that. Oh jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into a bag and pulls some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly lift up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give me... She doesn't even finish the sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Mike. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack bar in my bag for her. Anyway, won't we all share poems now? Hi, Sonic Fazbear 1987. Right, we're gonna do Natsuki last because this poem is for Natsuki. I start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi Mike, having a good time so far? Ah, yeah, good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Mike. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Mike. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Aha. Oh jeez. No. It kind of makes me think something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. Aha. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. That's good to know. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down, like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because malnutrition is interfering with her adolescence growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Right, hang on, I'm going to sort my camera out. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see colour. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrolling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right here. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Okay. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Aha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten me pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Right, I am gonna have to leave it here because I need to go to bed. I've just saved. Actually, I'm gonna quickly save again. Main menu. Yep, that still freaks me out because Sayori is supposed to be there and she isn't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave this off here. I need to go to bed. Unfortunately. So, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, click on the like button down below. Comment any games I would like to see on the channel. And subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And of course, I shall see you in the next video. Bye guys.